Hey guys, wow, that was bad. Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthor here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we got all the way to Great Bay Temple, and in this episode, we are finally going to start it. Really quickly, I just want to go over my equipment here. I went in and out of the Great Bay area, the area where you meet Lulu. Just go back inside the place with all the band members, and then come back out. And I stocked myself all the way up on arrows, and I got 3 fairies. The 100 rupees from Clock Town I used to buy a couple of green potions because this dungeon does use up a lot of magic. Some Deku Nuts for a mini boss fight that helps, and a Deku Stick just in case I needed it. So that's just going over my equipment really quickly. So let's go ahead and get started on this temple. So there's actually a stray fairy in this first room right here. What you need to do is light all these torches. And I guess I could use the Deku Stick for this, but I believe that would take too much time. I don't think you have to be extremely quick, but you do need to not dilly-dally on getting this one. And we got the next stray fairy, or the first one I should say. I don't believe there's any others in here. No, there's not. I don't remember this temple too well, so I might be trying to remember stuff. Whoa, that's a huge water wheel. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, I know for a fact that there's one right below the platform you're actually standing on at the beginning. Right there. That's an easy one to get. Can the thing come back down? Thank you. There's at least one more in here. And I know how to get that one as well. That one is obtained by going on from the entrance that you walked in from the left side. Kill the Skulltug. And then just wait right here. You can pick up the rubies if you want them. And wait for this thing to fly down here. Where are you going? Get over here. Dude! Thank you. Alright, so that's all from this room. Now, if I recall, most of the stray fairies are actually pretty easy to find. In fact, you can get the first 5 or 6 within the first 3 rooms. Whatever the skulls is up here, they can be pretty mean. The thing's not yet activated, so what we need to do is head down here. And push or pull this, I don't think it matters which. And that will get the water flowing. Every time the pipes are flashing like this, that means the water's flowing, and if they're not flashing, that means the water is not flowing freely, so you need to make it so. I believe that's all we need to do in here for now. There will be a point where we have to come back here, but that is not right now, so. Oh, come on, you could have made it up there. So how's everybody doing today? Today is August the 4th, I believe. Means school starting soon, which sucks. For both my viewers and for myself. I hate going to school, even though I've only actually got 1 class at an actual school this year. The rest of them are either online or, you know, with somebody that used to work with the school but doesn't anymore. But either way, I'm not looking forward to not having any free time. I get it, that huge water wheel is powering this thing. Yep, more or less. So let's grab all the stray fairies that are possible first off. First one's actually in this barrel. This one right here is extremely annoying to get. Basically, you want to stand on the edge of this, and you see that. Well, no, you can't see it because I'm far enough forward. Or let's try that. You see that jar down there? That's got a stray fairy in it, and you've got to shoot it. And I got it on the second try miraculously. And there he comes, so we'll just wait for him to get up here. But yeah, I'm sure nobody's looking forward to school starting. Except for maybe, I don't know, the parents, so their kids aren't around. Alright, so that's the last one here. So yeah, we got a third of them already, and we've only been in 3 rooms, so that's pretty good. Alright, so you can get up on here if you want. I don't believe there's anything to do. That just has, like, magic and stuff. Across the water wheel, there's a waterfall, but you can't do anything about that right now. So I believe the only thing we can do right now is go down here. And you notice the water is moving one way, so some of these doors, like that one right there, you can't actually enter. So the first one we want to go to is the upper one that's got the red and green pipes. I'm going to take out the skullfish, it's not going to bother me. Use the Zora barrier, which is B and R. Nice enough to get magic. These are new enemies. These are Dexy hands. Basically, when you pass through the door, they're going to try to grab you. So, whenever you see them, just run through the door while having your Zora barrier out, and it will kill them. But before we head off to try to kill those Dexy hands, let's get up to the surface here, because there's actually something we can pick up right now. Where? Okay, it's over there. Alright, there we go. And let's use this. And it's no surprise what's in here. It's a treasure chest that's got the cutscene and it's in plain sight. Obviously, it's the map. The only other thing it would be the compass. Alright, one of these has a stray fairy. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright. Now, that door over there we can't get to yet, so we're actually going to have to leave this room now. Say goodbye to the random room. Okay, let's do it. There you go. Yeah, that's all you have to do. They're really easy to get rid of. There's actually one part in the final temple where if you're getting all the stray fairies, you actually have to let one grab you. Which is kind of strange, I know, but that's what you have to do. Let's kill these guys. So you kill all those, and then there's another one over here. We'll get that one in a second. Let's get a little bit closer so we can actually reach him. Why am I aimed this way? Once you kill all of them, including that one up there, make a treasure chest appear. And there we go. That's the 7th one. I know we're picking these things up really quickly. I already got 7 of them. That's almost half. Since you can't pick up half the stray fairy, it's sort of half. Alright, there goes both of those. Now make sure you don't jump into that down there, or else that will take you back to the main room. Which we need to go back there in a minute, but not just yet. So make sure you don't go there just yet. Now there's going to be a Dexy hand down there, so watch out for him too. See, he went for me right there, but he ended up getting himself killed. Thanks for the Deku stick. Not sure why they dropped that, but... And not complaining. Probably nothing in these. Arrows, magic maybe? No. Like I said, this is a very magic-heavy dungeon, so having those green potions would definitely help, especially against the boss fight in this dungeon. The boss fight will use up your magic extremely quickly. That's just a word of advice. I mean, maybe for expert players that have played this game a few times through, probably not, but for if you haven't played this in a while, or if you're new to the game, yes, it will. Okay, fine, we won't worry about it. Just don't fall in there. What we need to get is that. Come here, you. There's 8. Alright, now you might be thinking this guy's gonna get in the way, but actually he won't really do so. All you have to do is just lure him down here and get hit. Or you can shield and let him come to you, whichever one works. Since I got 13 hearts, the fact that I lose half of a heart isn't that big of a deal to me, but I don't know, if you've got less at this point, you know, less than 10 or so, maybe. This is more of a puzzle dungeon than a you'll take damage dungeon. So that gives you the compass, which is always good. So, now that we've got the map and the compass, we can't go there just yet, so don't worry about that. So let's go ahead and get back here to the main room. Whoa, the camera just really glitched out right there. Alright, so now we want to go to that lower red one at the bottom, so let's do that. And there we go. A couple of shell blades, but they're no problem because you're going to be spending all of your time up on the surface or higher, so the shell blades are not going to be a problem for you. Alright, so now what you want to do is walk along this red pipe. Yes, there's another one of these things here. What are these called? Real bomb shoes. Just, you know, shield and let him run into it. Now, if I recall, there's no stray fairies in here, but let me make sure. Yeah, there's not, so don't worry about stray fairies in this room. And don't worry about that switch for now. So in here we have a new enemy. This is the yellow chew. Basically, instead of dropping hearts like a red chew or magic like a green chew, this one will drop arrows. The chews always drop whatever's inside of them, so, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. So stock up on arrows and magic if you need it, because for the boss fight, you can well expect you're going to need arrows and magic. Can the green one respawn, please, for that little bit of magic that I don't have? Thank you. There's also like hearts and bombs in the jars. I'm not really sure why you need bombs, but whatever. Alright, so this mini-boss battle is not really hard, it's just annoying and drawn out, more or less. What you want to do is look up at the ceiling, and for those of you that played a previous Zelda title, I won't spoil it for those of you that don't know, this is Wart, and he was a boss in a previous game. Actually quite easy, though. He's only a mini-boss in this game. So what you want to do is get rid of all of those little things that are surrounding him, the pink things. Now there's 3 ways to do this. One of them is the Deku Nut, which takes care of a lot of them really quickly. As you can see, you can already see a pretty good layer is already gone. Bombs can be pretty good, but sometimes they won't go off whenever you want them to. Another good one is the quick spin. Especially with the upgraded range, this is probably the best bet if you don't have a lot of Deku Nuts. Now this isn't all that's to the boss fight, you're just trying to get rid of shields. And you're noticing this takes 2 hits to kill actually, or to kill the bubbles I should say, because you gotta use one to get them off of him and then another one to actually defeat the bubbles themselves, I should say, even though they're not actual things. Alright, that should be a good amount. Yeah, that's plenty. So now wait till his eye is open to hit and just slash at it. Dude. Kill a few more of these. You do want to kind of stay back a little bit just so you have a better shot at him with the arrows. And then after 3 hits, they'll all just disappear around. What you want to do at this point is just keep quick spinning. This will also actually damage the boss, even though you can't really tell. supposed to shoot him while he's moving because his eye will be open like that, but you can also just use the quick spin for that. And it makes it a lot easier. I took a lot of damage there, but the fight itself is quite easy. So I kind of did of the two ways, I did the more offensive than defensive, but like I said, if you've got a low amount of hearts, you're probably going to want to play a little bit more defensively, but if you've got, over 10, you can be pretty reckless there. But anyway, that gives you the ice arrow, which allows you to freeze enemies and objects and also create little pads of ice that you can use to get across the water, so clearly that's helpful for quite a lot of this. So let's get back all of our magic that we used, which I don't think I actually used any magic for that fight, but if you have to charge up your you have to charge up the spin attack instead of using the quick spin, that's what you're going to have to do, is you're going to be using up a little bit of magic at least each time. Yeah, make sure not to use up these hearts in the jar before you get in there, because you'll need them after you get back out. Or you might need them anyway. So only use what you need. And then you can do this. And see, even though I took a lot of damage, I'm already back up to full hearts. I want to let that, yeah. Even though it's only one arrow, It was right there, so why not? Alright, so now what we want to do is this room. Let's just get over here. Doesn't matter which platform, there's also one on the other side over. Get away. There's also one over there. What you want to do is let's get out the ice arrow, that might help. Its magic power is equal to the fire arrow, so don't worry about your magic too much. What you want to do is freeze the auto rock. I kind of made a mess of it right there by messing up twice, but freeze the auto rock and then jump for this platform. If you use the Zor Mask for this, you'll have a little bit of extra height, so if you're afraid of not being able to make that jump, then that might help you a little bit. The ice does wear off over time, but the time is pretty lenient, so you don't have to worry about it being extremely unfair to you. And that's all we want to do in this area, so let's go ahead and get out of here by going this way, and this will take you out to these little things that you saw earlier. So now what we want to do is actually go back to that first room that we were in the waterway, which is this upper one right here. It's actually, both of these rooms, there was something to do, but we couldn't do it because we didn't have the ice arrows. First one I need the hook shot again for. What's funny is outside of this temple, you really don't use the ice arrows that much. Of course, it's not like the Gerudo training ground in the Ocarina of Time where you get the ice arrows where you don't actually need them ever. So I guess it's better than nothing. I don't know if I'm going to make that jump or not. Probably not, so if you ever feel like you're not going to make a jump and you can't really shoot a straight one, you kind of shoot a little one to the side here and then jump for it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so this is a blue chew. This one holds nothing. It's just basically a gigantic living blob of water. This title refers to it as. What you want to do is get as close over here as you can. That'll do. And it doesn't slide on the ground, surprisingly. I thought it did, but I guess not. And then get this other switch to pull it. And since that thing killed itself in the cutscene, I'm not going to take damage from it. So basically what you're trying to do in this temple is to get all the pipes having the water flowing on them. That's basically what you're trying to do here. I don't think there's any stray fairies in here. There might be items or something like that. Yeah, bombs, arrows, magic. I'll take the magic because I actually needed it. Not horribly, but you definitely, like I said, want to keep a high magic meter in this place. Which I know that's the third time I've said it, but believe me, if you don't pay attention to it, it can get you. Rubies, which were probably hearts. If you didn't have full hearts. Alright. So that's all we needed from there. direction. We want to go the way with the Dexy hands. Kill them. Alright, fine. If you're not going to go after me, then don't go after me. Don't see me complaining about it. And these guys don't respawn, so don't worry about them. What the heck? Alright, so I won't try doing that again. Okay, that's where the treasure chest is. We need to go over here. Alright, so now we're back in this room. These guys do respawn, so if you want to get rid of them, I'd definitely recommend it. Since we don't have to go back down for that Dexy hand and the, now these two Deku Babas are, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So, if you want to get rid of them, be my guest. Let's make ourselves a little platform here. And because you have kind of really awkward angles for most of these, there we go. You do want to kind of... The platforms do take a little bit of work with. You kind of have to realize, okay, how am I going to get this? Alright, there we go. And now when you actually need a fire arrow, surprisingly. Actually, it didn't surprise me at all, but it might have surprised you, I don't know. And it's Gecko again. Now this is the reason you're going to want to do the dungeon quickly, is because there's a side quest with this, and unless you want to backtrack through this dungeon, there is absolutely no reason why you should even come back here in the first place. But if you don't do the side quest, then you're going to have to come back to both this temple and the swamp one. Oh, he got me. I'm surprised he did. There's nothing you can do to block this if he gets you, by the way. So what you want to do is wait for him to come down off the ceiling like that. And then once he gets back up there, shoot an icer at him. Back up. Because the cutscene actually makes him go up, that's why you can't dodge it right now. Back up. Ice arrow. Repeat. So this fight actually is somewhat harder than the other one, but not by much. Alright, I think after this one more shot, get rid of him. Okay, let's go over there. Up. Ice arrow. Okay, you can actually get hurt by that. I figured as much. I was just trying to get close to him right there. Get out of here. Yep, there we go. That was faster. Stupid Gecko. I hate that boss fight. Mini boss fight, I should say. Now what you want to do is that John Darrow mask we got from the Goron that was stuck on that rock. What you want to do is put that on and talk to him. And he'll say, "Ah, John Darrow, it's been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be you came all this way looking for me? Aha, you need not say a thing. Upon seeing that face, I understand. Is it true? But I heard that it was still winter in the mountains. When spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains. So, let us meet again." So yes, you will have to fight the boss of Snowhead yet again for this, but that's the worst frog to find, because the other ones, there is one in the first temple, but the first temple is pretty easy to navigate, so it's not too bad there. The other two of three, besides the one that spawns automatically once you beat the Snowhead Temple, the other two are in the Laundry Pool and the Southern Swamp, outside of a temple, so they're pretty easy to reach too, especially the one in the Laundry Pool. So it's not too bad for the most part. Just this one right here can be kind of annoying. So I recommend taking out this side quest, or at least starting it right now, because if you go back in time, then you're not going to be able to, or you'll have to redo this. So we got the boss key. Very good. Alright. So I believe that's all we need to do in here now. So let's just go ahead and get out. Running into stuff. Jeez, man, what are you doing? Alright. Let myself go up to the top here. Oh, don't hit that. Jeez, what's wrong with you today? Just grab onto the platform whenever you can. And I might actually be going out of order here, but I don't think I am. Alright, so now what we need to do is wait until this comes back around and jump for it. Jump a little early, obviously, because it's coming towards you. Get up here. And this is the area I said at the beginning of the temple had the waterfall on it. So now you can freeze that waterfall, so you can climb up this ladder. Get over here. I recommend killing at least one of those guys because this room will require a lot of platforming with the ice arrow. If you want to kill the Descabro and all of the little fish right there, feel free to. I don't think they'll get in my way, but they might later, so we'll find out. There's also another one of those Tektites somewhere around here. I don't see him right now, but he's probably around. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to this platform right here. Yeah, there he is. Some bombs, not that you need them. Some hearts, surprisingly. Didn't think those would show up, but whatever. Alright, he's gone, thank goodness. I'm gonna create another one because I still don't think I can make that jump, even though it looks like it's just a little bit. I'd rather be absolutely sure I can make it. Alright, so after this cutscene is done, this is probably one of the most irritating stray fairies in the entire game, definitely in this temple, just because you would never expect it to be there. You can see there's a treasure chest on the map, but it's really hard to find. Okay, that was bad. Shot. I don't trust that one, so... Not anymore, anyway. Yeah, there we go. I'm glad that one went away. Okay, let's put one more. Okay, I've got the hook shot, so get over to this corner. And there should be a hook shot target right there. There we go, that's better. So yeah, that's definitely one that's hard to find. Stray fairies right here. That's the nice one. You can go for the other rupees, that one right there, and there's also one right here, but if you go for that other one, you're going to have to swim back a little bit for it, so I'd say just go for this one. So that was for a stray fairy and for getting that thing back. So now what we want to do is actually go back a room. Oh, cool. It actually just dropped me onto that. That's nice. Now what we're going to do is change the direction of the water flow. So we'll do that. This one, you'll notice this is a full one right here, and it doesn't disappear after you're done pushing or pulling it. So doing that will cause the water flow to stop completely on this. And somewhere here is, it's probably in the water, and I just don't see it. Maybe not. Well, we're out of time anyway, so I'll figure it out next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This has been Pitmarthroy, and thank you guys for watching. Later.